What is going on, everybody? It's King Karan with another Flare slash XRP content for you guys. And man, we're gonna talk about XRP Fi. It's getting hot out there, man. It's really a race. You have so many companies right now coming out of the woodwork, providing you yield. It's a shiny thing. Everybody loves to look at it. They got all the attention now because obviously, for the first time ever, you can participate into DeFi with your XRPs. That 180 billion plus in market cap of XRP is getting unlocked. And you have all of these companies trying to grab all of that liquidity. But you need to be careful. You need to be educated. Which platform is really trustless? Which platform is really decentralized? Which platform is really open source? Right? That's very important. And I know this is the first time for you guys to experience DeFi. For a lot of XRP holders, me included, you guys are very protective over your XRP bags. So, just like myself, but you guys should get the right information regarding DeFi and which platform is actually the best. Because I'm not here sitting as a Flare community member and just telling you, oh yeah, just do it with Flare and just participate and do this. No, I want you to look at the difference, what I'm about to show you on my whiteboard very soon. So you guys can get the picture. Which one is safer, which one is better, and which one has really that approach of really giving you DeFi. Not just yield, but more than that. And I want every XRP holder to look at this video and just analyze yourself. And also after this video, which platform is the best for you? Which platform will actually give you good returns as you are going to make your XRPs work? So I want the XRP holders to watch this video, to look at my whiteboard comparisons, so you can get all of the good information and you can research yourself too as a double check to see which one is good for you. Because for me, I already have made my own decision, right? I'm going with Flare, and I will explain to you why and the reasons why in this whiteboard session. And I can already give you some little reasons. I mean, obviously, if you look at Flare, Flare has been building this for years. They were there since day one. They had that vision since day one. They knew that XRP needed DeFi. They have been building it for years, testing after audit after audit after audit, making sure that everything is waterproof, it's robust. And they finally launched the first with that vision. That's just one of the reasons. But I'm going to show you guys on the whiteboard right now. And this is very important for everybody who is considering to earn yield, to participate, to stake. Even if you're skeptical or you're ready to earn yield, this video is perfect for you. So let's get straight to the whiteboard. So, ladies and gentlemen, another whiteboard session for you guys. And what you guys need to know first is what is DeFi? DeFi is decentralized finance. So, finance, everything what you do with finance is going to be decentralized. There is no middleman. So, you can lend, you can borrow, stake, earn yield, all in a decentralized way. Because if you're going to a bank and you want to borrow money, right? You go to a bank, here we go. You want to borrow money from a bank. That bank wants your information. That bank wants to make sure that you're not going to do shady stuff with it. You're not going to buy crypto because crypto is risky, right? Oh, what are you going to do with the money that I will give to you? This, ladies and gentlemen, is centralized. This is not decentralized finance. This is centralized finance. They want your information, everything, paperwork, a lot of things before you get the money, right? And there is a lot of interest. So let me show you the decentralized way. So here you are. You want to borrow 1,000 USDT, or it can be USDC, any stable coin because it's on the blockchain, right? You want to borrow 1,000 USDT. This system can give you that without verifying you, without looking at your background, without asking you questions. What are you going to do? Just like this centralized bank. The only thing what you need to do is to put some assets locked up in collateral. So you want to lend 1,000 USDT? Well, you better lock up, I would say 400 XRP. 400 XRP because that's worthy of 1,200 USDT, just as an example. So you provide collateral, you lock this in, this 400 XRP, and this system, this decentralized system, gives you that 1,000 USDT without checking your background, asking you questions. This is DeFi, ladies and gentlemen. And let's say you're trading with this 1,000 and you're profiting, you're doing something with that, I don't know, and you like make 500 profits, right? Let's say you make profits on that. So now you have 1,500 USDT. And then you think, let me pay this back. Let me pay 1,000 USDT plus a little bit of fees. And then your 400 XRP gets unlocked. So you get it back. And let's say you cannot pay it back. That will remain locked. And there can be a period of time or something you cannot pay it back. And it depends on the platform what they're actually offering and how long it takes before you're going to pay it back. The time limit. But this is the right way. This is the decentralized way. You lock up collateral, you borrow 1,000 USDT, you make some profits or do something with it, you pay it back with a little bit of fees, way less than this fee. Trust me, the bankers are asking a lot of percentages. It's just getting crazy these days. But with the decentralized way, you just lock up your XRPs, you borrow, you make some money, you pay it back, you unlock it, you get it back. That's how this system works. Trustless, decentralized. And that's just borrowing and lending, ladies and gentlemen. This is a small example of what decentralized finance actually is. You don't need a middleman that is centralized, that can freeze your account or do something crazy. This is the way how it should be. Fully decentralized. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, decentralized finance is the revolution. It's the only way for us to get that financial freedom. That is also the same thing with lending. It's the same process, right? You want to borrow money. You can also lend it in a decentralized way. You can earn some fees. And let's talk about yield. How does this actually work? You know, if you want to earn yield, you're providing liquidity. You're providing liquidity for a certain pool. So it can be, let's just do FXRP / USDT as an example. So you are providing liquidity for this pool. So the people who swap their FXRP to USDT, you are providing the liquidity for this pool. And pools are actually pools of money. Pools of money that people provide liquidity, right? For people to let it swap. A lot of people want to swap their FXRP to USDT. There's a possibility. And you put your funds into that pool and you can get some fees. So you actually make money. That's how you get the yield, right? But here is the risky part. So let's say FXRP, obviously it's a 101 of XRP, right? So let's say this is very volatile. And I would just not say USDT, but let's say, I don't know, ETH. ETH, because ETH is moving. FXRP is going down, ETH is going up, or FXRP is going up, ETH is going down. It's very volatile, and it can end up to a liquidation of your yield providing. There's a possibility. There is risk involved in this, because this can go down real quick, and oh, XRP has a crazy news, and it goes up 30%. It's very volatile. So you can end up being liquidated or being liquidated a portion. And that can happen if you want to provide liquidity and you want to earn yield. So guys, there is a risk behind this. Yes, there is a risk. But you should also know how big the risk is. And now you guys know how this is actually working. You provide liquidity, right? You provide money for this pool, the FXRP / Ethereum pool. And as long as it's stable, it's all good. You earn yield. There we go. There we go. But let's say there is a news. I don't know, like Gary Gensler came back. All of a sudden, FXRP goes down because it's obviously the same as XRP, right? So FXRP goes down. I don't know. And ETH is going up all of a sudden. Yeah, it's very volatile, right? So there's a possibility of you losing and you getting liquidated. So be aware of this risk if it comes to earning yield on DeFi. So let's talk about staking. Because when you're staking, you're locking up your coins to support the system to earn rewards. So you're locking it up without giving up full ownership. You support the DeFi ecosystem with staking, and you can also enter DeFi features. You can actually get access to DeFi features. So staking is actually way less risky than earning yield. Yeah, I know people who are earning yield, they're doing very well. But if you're just taking the safer approach, yeah, staking is like locking up without giving up your ownership. You're supporting the system, and that's how you earn rewards. And also, if you look at, let's say, if you're staking your flares, or like you're staking your ST XRP from Firelight, as an example, you're actually making sure that these validators, these decentralized validators, are also getting the help by staking it. You know, so you're actually indeed supporting the system. You're helping the ecosystem. But that's on the flare side, you know, but that's as an example. But with staking, you lock it up, you earn rewards, you're supporting the system by that without giving true ownership. So I hope that this is clear. I mean, you have more features regarding decentralized finance, but Lend, borrow, stake, and earn yield are the popular ones. But this is how it is. It's fully decentralized. You can lend, earn some fees. You can borrow, lock up your XRPs, and you can get stable coins, and you can make some money, pay it back, get your locked up XRP back, stake in it. You're locking it up, not giving your full ownership. You're supporting the system. You earn yield. You are actually providing liquidity for, like, let's say a pair XRP and Ethereum, like I mentioned, right? And you earn fees from that. So I have covered all of this regarding DeFi. We're going to move over and compare two of the major yield providers for XRP. Here's the moment you all have been waiting for. So let's compare XLR MXRP with Flare FXRP. Let's talk about yield, because both are providing yield. How does this mechanism work? For XLR, this is your XRP right here. You want to get MXRP. Here we go. In order to mint a MXRP, you lock up your XRPs. But where will it go? Where do you lock it up? You're actually giving the trust to XLR. XLR is a company. You give trust that, hey, I trust you guys, man. Hey, bro, I'm locking it up. I'm getting my MXRP. It's all good, man. I trust you, man. I trust you, bro. I'll lock it up here. Here we go. Don't do anything crazy. All right? I get my MXRP. Everything cool? All right, man. With Flare XRP, with Flare FXRP, you want to turn your XRP into FXRP, obviously. Same mechanism. You lock it up. Trustless. You don't need to trust Flare for this. You don't need to trust a company for this. It is locked, decentralized, over collateralized. XLR is not over collateralized. Flare is over collateralized. Because for every XRP you mint, there is at least 1.5 times collateral. At least. And it comes from Flare or from stables. It's backing it up. If things go wrong, hey, it's still backing it up. It's over collateralized. This is a crazy new layer on top of this security feature that makes it even more secure. Because for every XRP you're turning into FXRP, you have Flare and stables backing this up. So when things go wrong, chances are very low actually, because it's decentralized and they've done a lot of audits on the smart contracts. But let's say it happens, right? It's secure because it has so much collateral. It's over collateralized. But what happens over here when things go bust? XLR is bankrupt. What will happen? Is it collateralized? Nope. It's not collateralized. You actually give trust to XLR. Yes, you lock it up, but not in a decentralized way, just like how Flare is doing it. And trustless. You don't need to trust Flare for this and hope, pray to God, that Flare will not take this away from you. It's a decentralized system, ladies and gentlemen. It's all permissionless, open source, decentralized. But with this, you're just trusting. If this goes bust and it goes bankrupt, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with this. They might just take it, and you're the last in line that might just get it. Look at the Celsius situation, right? It was also a company providing yield. And what happened, and I'm not saying any bad thing about XLR. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want. You guys can try it. But we have seen this pattern before. And there's a lot of people in the XRP community who are skeptical. And I totally get it. Because if you don't trust any of these, you should realize how this is all working. That with Flare, it's trustless. You don't need to trust anybody. You can do this yourself. This system provides collateral itself. And with this, you're actually just trusting. And what can you actually do with this MXRP over here? Right? You earn yield, okay. And it can bridge. Okay. And that comes with bridge risks. But that's it. Earning yield, and you can bridge. What can you do with this? All the DeFi features that I was talking about. Obviously, yield. Stake. Lend. And borrow. With Flare, you get the full DeFi experience. You get the full DeFi experience. And with XLR, yes, you can earn yield, but that's not the full DeFi experience. So which product is actually better? Right? And this is on a layer 1. And it can also provide data on top of the FXRP. This is way more than what XLR has given to you. And that's a big difference. Flare has been building this F-asset system for years. They were the first who spoke about this. They were the first who actually came up with this idea. They were the first who actually thought, hey, we should actually unlock DeFi for XRP. And no hate to XLR. I mean, if you're going to use it, go ahead. But there are risks, when you have companies out there. And this is a whole system that actually operates on a decentralized way. This is fully decentralized. You don't need to trust anybody, right? But with this, you must pray that XLR goes well, and then you keep on earning yield. But if things go wrong, you never know. You're actually relying on a company. And I don't want XRP holders to rely on something. That's why this is the option. And also what you guys need to realize is that the F-asset system is fully open source. What does this mean? Exchanges can integrate this. Wallets can integrate this. It's open source, decentralized, permissionless. You cannot integrate XLR's MXRP system. You cannot. There is a difference between centralized and decentralized. There's a big difference. Ask yourself why exchanges are already integrating Flare's tech. Ask yourself why Wind is already integrating. Is already in the process to integrate on the Examine wallet. It's because Flare is trustless, decentralized, open source. And look at this. The full experience. The full experience of DeFi. You don't need to worry. You don't need to trust Flare for this. It just does it. 1.5 collateral, automatically, there we go. If things go wrong, you never know. Chances are very slim. But this slim chance, they are putting a big layer of security on top of that. Over collateralized. Audits after audits after audits. They were hiring crazy security companies to test this system. And it's robust. It's flawless. So, make your choice, ladies and gentlemen. Make your choice. And that was a good whiteboard session, man. I'll tell you. I hope you guys are more aware what DeFi really is and what it really means for XRP holders. Because you have companies out there just giving you one little portion of that DeFi, just a little piece for you to earn yield so they can also make revenue. But you should know that there is way more than just like the staking rewards or the yield, right? If you look at what Flare Network is actually doing, it is really opening DeFi for XRP, right? Decentralized, permissionless, open source, over collateralized. And let's get back to open source. You know why? Because you have exchanges who can integrate Flare's tech easily. They cannot integrate other platforms that are earning yield, that are giving you yield, because they're centralized. That's why exchanges are willing to integrate Flare's tech, because it's fully decentralized. Even Wind is in the process to integrate Flare's tech into the biggest wallet, the biggest XRP wallet called Examine. And in the Examine wallet, you are able to earn yield to stake with your FXRP. You can turn your XRP into FXRP on the Examine wallet very soon. It's not live yet though, but they're still in the process to integrate. That just show enough, guys. That shows enough. And the thing is also that the Flares ecosystem is just so wide that you can also, besides earning yield and staking with your XRP, borrowing and lending, you can also actually delegate and stake your flares, right? You can also do that. It's not just limited for FXRP. It's literally also for Flare. So for the people who are considering getting Flare, you can also participate right on the same blockchain with your FXRP alongside. And there were people asking me regarding the FTSO providers, which one they should delegate to. I've had a lot of DMs regarding that, and I've did research here and there, and I've been looking around, and I'm using Price Kraken because Price Kraken has the most accurate data. It's up to date, and it has really good rewards. It's very transparent. So from my experience, I'm using Flare Kraken. If you're interested, link is down below. I'll just put the website down there for you guys to find that out. But I'm using Flare Kraken myself. I'm getting pretty good rewards on my delegation. So that's only for Flare, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're an XRP holder, you also want to delegate, you should hold Flare, and then you can also delegate and also earn rewards on your Flare. And just like I said, I'm not here to just shill Flare, but I'm just looking at the facts and on the motive behind these companies or blockchains. Because which one is the true winner? By the looks of it, it's Flare. Flare is giving you true decentralized finance for XRP. It's giving you that true, full, immersed experience. Not just staking, yield, borrowing, lending, a lot more other features that are coming. So I hope you guys enjoyed this content. I hope you guys are realizing now, okay, I know my decision. I know what to do. And at the end of the day, everybody's free to do whatever they want. But you should be aware of the risks. You should be aware of what is really going on and how these things are happening, right? If it comes to yield or staking, like what is the mechanism behind it? Make sure to like, subscribe, put a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this video. And I see you guys next time.